Um, can I get another one of these before we start? Like, it's been a long night and coffee helps. Well, they say it does. Like, whether it actually does or not, I don't actually know. But Mandy Newton. That was at my house with my mates. New Year's Eve, you know. The millennium. The big year 2000. I've been planning it for weeks. A big party. Well, the big party. The one that everyone was going to be at, you know. The one that everyone would be talking about in years to come. Years down the line, they'd be still talking about it, and people would ask, do you remember where you were for the millennium? Yeah, I was at Mandy Newton's. I mean, I could see it in my head, you know, like everybody laughing and enjoying themselves, and then we'd all pile out into the street at midnight for the countdown. And it was like that, like, don't get me wrong, it was great, you know, like, it was a proper good night. All the neighbours were laughing and chatting, and drinks were being passed and poured, and I was on the red wine, feeling proper glam. But we're not going to remember it like that now, are we? Not after what's happened. We're not a soul on the estate now, remember it. What talk about the year 2000 now, is it? Well, just remember it as the night that Martin died, won't they? Known him years. We were at the same school together. He was a couple of years above me. I mean, we weren't like mates or anything at school. I couldn't really talk to him without Chantel giving you evils. I mean, I think it was the same for her, you know. He was quite possessive of her. She couldn't really have mates, and she couldn't go anywhere where there were lads because he'd start kicking off. So they just never went out and just spent all the time together. He was dead good looking at school. The one that all the girls fancied. Bit like his dad. He was a lollipop man before him. It's going to be so weird now with a new lollipop man. It suited him, Martin. He was good at it. But, like, over the last year, he wasn't smiley with the kids, and I reckon he just turned up for the pay and routine. I mean, ever since they broke up, him and Chantel, it's like his heart just wasn't in the right place. I mean, I suppose I'd be the same if a relationship had that long broke up. It's all you've ever known, innit? It's all you got. And it proper broke up. I mean, like, arguing and shouting, and she was as bad as him. She'd get like silly drunk in the local, and then it all start kicking off, and then they just stumble home pissed. Well, but he loved it, didn't he? So, I mean, what are you going to do? No. No. Where's that come from? I never said that. Who said that? Did she say that? Chantel? Was it her? We were never in a relationship. I want his girlfriend. I was never that. We were just mates. Close mates. I mean, we slept together a couple of times. But he'd mainly just come round to my most weekends and we just drink together. He want a relationship. Just mates. Alright, so make sure you're writing that down. we were out in the street at midnight for the countdown, and I remember seeing him there because we hugged and said Happy New Year. And then everyone just went back inside and had a drink, and he got me a bottle of red and we opened it, and me, him and Danny shared it, and I think we toasted to a better new year to each other. Christ knows we needed it. Still need it. What a way to start the new year, eh? Just waking up to find out that your mate and the man you've known most of your life is dead and like 5 minutes from your house. I mean, it's 5 minutes walk just round the corner. I just can't get my head around it. Like, he was with me at my party and now he's not even here. Like, do you actually know what that feels like? Huh? Well, do you? He's dead. Can we just stop a minute? Can I just have a moment? Can I? It's just too much then. Please. God, we've been mates for years. Growing up, we were joined at the hip. He couldn't split us up. And then she left about 10 years ago. If I'm honest, I never thought I'd see her again. She was so in love with a man and a new job when she got out of here, and then we just lost contact. When she showed back up, I was happy. Like, I was shocked, but like good shocked. Because we're mates. That's why she came to my house. She had nowhere else to go, and she knew I'd be there. Mandy, the girl that I never leave. That's what she used to say. She's right, isn't she? I'll never go anywhere. I'll always stay. So when she came knocking at my door on New Year's Eve and in a state and crying and just not looking like herself, it was my job to take her in and, you know, just look after her. And I mean, so yeah, that's what I did. Because we're real mates, you know, so I'd do anything for her, we'd do anything for each other. Anything. Yeah, we were together all night. Just like the old days. Loads of catching up and 10 years of drinking to do together. No, we were together all night, and once the countdown had happened, we never left the house again. What about mine? He didn't stay at mine, if that's what you're getting at. He was dead drunk, and around 2 a.m. he said he wanted to go home, so we did. I mean, everyone was dead drunk, and the party was just starting to like wind down then anyway. Yeah, I was knackered and ready for bed, and Danny was knackered from travelling, so yeah. Yeah, I think so. Why, what's he got to do with this? I don't remember seeing him at midnight. Well, like I said, there was loads of people on the street and I can't remember who was and wasn't there. Does it? Well, like I said, I was tired and drunk and it had been a long day, so I mean, I've got this thing that I do where I get proper drunk and then I just pass out at parties. Well, it could have been a bit after 2 a.m. Like, I mean, but Paul Cheadle isn't really a man to tell the truth, is he? Are you really going to take his word for it? Carry on doing that and you'll never find out who did it. And isn't that the point of all this, huh? To find out who killed Martin. To find out who killed my mate. To find out who killed the man I adored, huh? She would have just been at my house. I don't know, why didn't you ask her? What? Wait, I don't understand. Danny and Martin were what? Were together?